Alright, this is That Exciting Dude, and you know what time it is. Alright, I'm assuming that played okay. Now you're probably wondering, why do you have some weird background noise going on? I will tell you why I have some weird background noise going on. It's because I am on the road. So you are definitely hearing the car. Yes, I'm in the car. I'm currently not in my quote studio, aka by the PC. Yes, this is That Exciting Dude. Like I said, I'm on the road. We are currently doing some fall color photos in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. But before we start, let's see how well I can remember my intro that I've only done once. Let's see, I don't have any background music on my phone, on the program, on this software, so all you're gonna get is the background noise of the car. So hopefully it's not too annoying, and hopefully I am really speaking well. I mean, I did a little test, so I know I'm doing great. Alright, so as you know the drill, follow, share, hit the like. You probably can't do any of that. Let's see, I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on iHeartRadio. Radio. I'm on a couple other Deezer, Castbox, Podchaser. Apple Music, I'm still trying to get approved. I don't know what's going on there. And yeah, the other part's thanking the background music people that give you free background music for free. That all you gotta do is mention them, but I don't have it on here. So, alright. Well, that was awesome that the alarm went off. I could have sworn that I turned that off. So right now, I left St. Agnes about 20 minutes ago. I'm heading up to Whitefish Point. I don't know if any of you have been to Michigan or live in Michigan or, know the areas. But yesterday, I basically left home and went up 131, stayed on 131 until M119. Stopped at a few places, took some photos. That M119 is like the tunnel of trees between two certain points, but I just stayed on it, going all the way around up to Mackinac City. Took some pictures of the bridge. I have an uncle that really likes the Mackinac Bridge, so I sent him a photo, and he's like, "When did you take that photo?" His response to my sending him a photo of the Mackinac Bridge. And I'm like, "Right now? Like 2 minutes ago?" And he's like, "No crap." He's like, "I'm up here now." He's like, "I'm just walking at the foot of the first basin of the Mackinac Bridge." And I'm like, "Sweet." I'm like, "You know where I am. I'll be over there in a few minutes." So I hooked up with my uncle, which was pretty cool. We chatted for a good half hour. Then I went on my way to St. Agnes, which is just beyond the bridge for those that don't know the geography of Michigan. Alright, this is going to be fun because I already have somebody on my butt, and I am going over the speed limit. There's always that one person. So anyhow, I got to my hotel. They called it a hotel, but with how it's set up, it's a motel. But it's all good. It was very clean, very nice. Couldn't complain for what I spent on it. It was one of the higher rated ones at a very cheap price. There was a lot of people at where I'm at too. Alright, looks like we gotta slow down. Oh, man. Alrighty. I must have missed the 40 mark. Anyhow, going through some little place. I didn't really catch the name of this town. So like I said, we're in the UP. I'm heading to Whitefish Point right now. Oh, I think I was supposed to turn there. Yeah, I think I was. We're going to turn here instead. Alright, we are just going to turn right here. What's over here? Does it go all the way over there? It does go all the way over there. Sweet. I always look. You know what? That actually worked out because that knucklehead that was riding me, now he's ahead of me. So that worked out great. I should probably get my maps back up just to make sure that I am back on square. You know what? We're gonna roll with the punches. Roll with the punches. I know I'm good because it says Paradise 33 miles. All right. I knew I missed the turn. I totally forgot about that. Then Tacamanan Falls is 44 miles. Then from Tacamanan Falls is Grand Marais, which I'm going to Sable Falls. Nah, I don't know that distance. These roads seem to be 65 miles per hour. So let's get up to 67. Call her good. Alright, so what else is going on? So yes, like I said, I made the journey up. I had awesome fish tacos at this restaurant that's across from my hotel, which was great because instead of having a beer, I decided to have two of these IPAs. And the bartender, I sat at the bar because the restaurant was very busy, which shows that to me that's a very good restaurant, that it was packed. I mean, even a single person, I was going to have to wait like 15-20 minutes. Or she said, if you want to eat now, you can sit at the bar. And I was like, well, I'll sit at the bar. So I had fish tacos. But my only complaint about this Jose Cantina, I want to say is the name of it. I think my only complaint about it is that the rice was very al dente and on the dry side, which I prefer a little more of a moist Spanish rice. But I didn't eat much of the rice anyway. I was more into the refried beans and definitely mowing the fish tacos, which were amazing. There was whitefish too at that. I definitely recommend the place. So yeah, what I was getting to is I had 2 IPAs of this local beer. She warned me that it was kind of on the going to get a rumble strip action because I got somebody on the side of the road. All right. They were high on the alcohol content. I think she said they were like 7.2s or 7.4s or whatever. But I was like, you don't gotta worry about me driving, because I'm just walking across the street. That's where my hotel was. So yeah, so what happened last week? Alright, normally I do my sports first, as I call it, the trickle of sports. I have to say, the Detroit Lions, they came out with a victory, and a very good victory against the Green Bay Packers. What was that, 34-20, I believe was the score. But nonetheless, As long as there's a W, that's all that matters. There's a couple other spectacular games. There's a very good game between Miami and Buffalo. It was in Buffalo. I want to say that was like 42 to something. Buffalo just ran with the ball, and Miami, that was doing so hot, they didn't do so hot. I am hitting this corridor of very beautiful colors. Lots of oranges, some deep red, some brown in there. Definitely glad that I came up. The reason why I came up, I was originally supposed to come up next week, but I was listening to the local news last week, and they said that the UP colors were already like at 50%. And I was like, oh man, if I go at my scheduled time, which would have been next week, I'm like, the leaves are going to be done. So I quickly canceled my place, which I originally was going to stay in Sault Ste. Marie, right across from the Sioux Locks, which would have been really cool. I probably wouldn't have seen any ships coming in inside of the locks because there's lots of trees if you've ever been to that park, where you walk into where the security guys are. Like, you have baggage, they check you. But yeah, I was originally going to stay in Sault Ste. Marie, but that same hotel went up like $25 per night, and I was like, no thank you. So then I switched to St. Ignace, found one for actually, I think it was like $12 cheaper than what I was going to pay for the room rate of the Sault Ste. Marie room. So I, boom, got up here. And the best part is Sault Ste. Marie and St. Ignace is the same distance. I mean, if it's not the exact same, it's like off by like a couple minutes. But it's essentially just a squeeze over an hour to get to Tequamanon Falls or Whitefish Point, which I'm going to first, and then to Tequamanon Falls. But yeah, man, I should really pull over and take a picture of this road, because this road is just amazing. I almost want to do it, but if this road's amazing, that means there's more roads amazing. I can get on a little bit of a side road, because there's not, there's a good shoulder, but it's not the greatest shoulder. So I'm not going to risk the biscuit. But this is amazing. Oh my good Lord. There's a lot of people on the road too. And I'm very picky with my photos. I'm not saying that I don't like people in the photos, but I like just the pure scene of nature in a lot of my photos. Alright, so I don't remember, there was another game that was kind of a good one. Oh, the Jets. I believe that was the Monday night game. The Jets versus, Seahawks. That was a good game. It was only good because it looked like Seattle was going to really run away with it. But it looks like the power of Aaron Rodgers in the stand got them fired up in the second half, and they almost made a comeback. It was Jets. I think it was Jets and Seahawks. Yeah, because I think it was Giants and Kansas City for the Sunday night game. Man, I am really digging in the brain for this one. You know me, I like to talk on the fly, go on the fly. I'm really testing the knowledge. I believe it was one of the two New York teams. We're going to leave it like that. Don't quote me. If you really want to know, you can check the facts. But nonetheless, Kansas barely squeezed out with a win. And really, the Jets should have won. But Zach Wilson had an oops. And I want to say he fumbled it at the last second, because he kept saying how he messed it up by fumbling at the last second. So, alright, so the adventures for today, like I said, we're going to Whitefish Point, Prominent Falls, then over to Grand Marais to Sable Falls. And I'm hoping to have enough time to go to Rumble Strip. Got a stop sign coming up. Hoping to go to the, I always can't pronounce it, the Pitchy. It's a super clear lake that has this raft that you have to like use a stick to pull yourself through. It's like on this wire. And yeah. Alright, let's see if we're good in all directions. We are. Go across. Alright, we're on M123. Paradise 22 miles. About to hit a town, so I think I probably shouldn't speed up too much here. One thing I will say, that the bed at the quote-unquote hotel, or it's really just a high-class motel, the bed sucks. The bed sucks. My back is killing me, like you wouldn't believe. And of course, I have 0 pain meds in my car. I don't think I have one. So I'm going to have to stop at like some makeshift gas station of the UP and pay $20 for 2 pills and one of those little, instant packets. I was glad that the Ace Hardware up here opened early, because last night when I was doing some night photography of the Mackinac Bridge, I forgot to tighten down before I left my tripod. The center, there's like a center, it's an attachment. I didn't realize I could buy different attachments to have different mounting heads to my tripod, which is cool, but the bad side is I need to get some Loctite on it. It's like this red stuff that just helps like put it into place, but it doesn't like, it's not like super glue, but it helps hold it in place. It was red. It was red when I used it in the Navy. I'm sure there's different colors. It's probably red. You put it on there and it just helps hold it in place. And I should see if that stuff will work. It looks like I am heading into darkness here. I didn't realize it was supposed to rain today. It said 0 rain. So this might be a little interesting. I mean, I am heading into weather. This is not good, because I looked up the weather and it said nothing. L knows for anything. I've got a plastic bag in here that I could use if it comes to desperate measures. Might have to look at the weather when we get to Whitefish Point, assuming that I have service there, to see how. I mean, it looks like there's a good storm coming in. Like, that's what I mean by it's looking kind of good over here. Like, I don't care if the clouds cover. The cloud cover actually would be awesome and much better for me, because my ND filter, which is something, it's basically like sunglasses for the camera. I mean, I'm going to still use it anyway, but it helps to make a long exposure shot. But just with the sun out, just adds about 4 to 6 stops is a guesstimate. But there's a lot of tricks to really help. I mean, you can almost do it without needing an ND filter. What you do is you little factoids here of the photography world. You make your aperture very large, which means it's really small, because aperture is opposite. So lower the number, the more light you let in. The bigger the hexagonal shutter is. And then the higher the number, the smaller the hole, which means less light coming in. So, you know, like, I think the one lens I can get up to, I think I got up to like, they only do certain numbers too, so I'm going to probably tell you a wrong number. I want to say I can get up to like 22, 27, something like that. It's really small. So then when the smaller number you have, the longer you're going to have your shutter open. So like a whole 20-second exposure or something like that. Yeah, this is going to be interesting because it looks like rain's coming in there, folks. So we're going to see. I'm not giving up. I never give up a fight with weather. Alright, so what it looked like, so now it's just looking more like a good cloudy day, which again, that's awesome with the photography world, because now I can really get the colors, because a bright day actually sucks, because you get the sun flares, you get the hot spots on your photos, and you know, this is actually going to turn out, as long as it doesn't rain, this is going to turn out to be an awesome day. Glad that my camera bag is, I have a like a shield to put over it. It's like a cover, so it's rainproof, which is awesome. I mean, if I was to spend, you know, $70 on a camera bag, it's like that sucker better have more than just pockets and compartments on it. Man, this road is just amazing. I don't know if I've said that already. I wish you could see this. This road is just, oh, good Lord. You know, talking about this road and how colorful it is, I mentioned earlier about I did the tunnel road on M119 just after Petoskey, actually Harbor Springs, Spring Harbor, I think it's Harbor Springs. And there was a little color to it. There was a lot of green. There was a couple of areas that had some pinches of some color, but you know, it wasn't the pop that I really, really wanted. I'm gonna go back through there on the way home, and hopefully 2 days will make a difference. Probably not, but maybe. I mean, you don't know unless you just do it. And it's too far away from home to. I mean, I could do it on a weekend, but on a weekend, everyone and your brother is going to be there. I mean, it was even busy when I went through. I mean, there was a lot of cars, so I can only imagine on a weekend when people have it off, you know, how busy it would be. It's probably going to be like bumper to bumper to bumper through there. Oh, man, dude, the color up here is just amazing. You know, I do have one background noise, but I don't have it set on the volume. So you know what? I'm not even going to touch it because I have no clue. I can't hear it because you need to have headphones on, and I don't have headphones. Actually, I don't know if I've got my earbuds. Not that I need them up here, but I either left them back in the room or they are in this bag that I brought. All right. I don't know if I mentioned to you already, but man, the colors up here are just amazing. I wish you could see it. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. But if you're not driving, close your eyes. Think of spotted pine trees. Then you got trees all in between. And you got your oranges, your reds, your browns, your yellow. Some thick reds, some lighter oranges with the yellow. Well, there's a nice deep red one. Oh, just amazing. Just amazing. And then you got the green of the pine in there. There's a tree that's like half green, a little orange, and then red on one side. It's like the tree's confused. It doesn't know what to do. It's like I want to change, but I'm holding on. Alright, we should be getting close. We're gonna keep talking until I'm to Whitefish Point. Oh yeah. Man, I just can't get over this road. It's just amazing. Oh yeah. Spectacular. I don't know if I'm going to send this out when I get service or just for Thursday morning, just get it set up. I haven't quite decided. Because as I've told you before, if it doesn't come out Wednesday morning, then it's for sure going to be Thursday. I tried to shoot for Wednesday, but I was not thinking before I left that, like, oh, hey, we should probably do this early. Man, this is just a good, man, I need to, I should stop and take a photo is what I need to do. Alright, of course I didn't bring my Tums with me, and the coffee and banana is not, like, situating well with me. Alright. Nice little overview area. And this is like the first area that I gotta say sucks. There's like hardly any color. And that's a good like overview area. Man. This section of the road, you're disappointed. There's a little color in here. Okay, there's a little color right here, but just that overview, you got, you just saw green. And I was just like, oh, no. Alright, Silver Creek Grill and Pub, Food and Spirits. Just passed. Alright, let's get back on the cruise control panel here. I don't know why I turned it off because I thought I was going to go through a town right after that stop sign. I said I was going to pass something, and then it was probably the gas station or some building, and I was like, oh, that's town. Okay. That happens a lot in Michigan, especially when you get in them backwoods areas and really off the beaten path. Is, you know, there's a lot of those towns that, man, you just blink and you're through it. And you're like, where's such and such town? Oh, you passed that 20 minutes ago. Oh, it was the gas station? Yeah. It was the gas station, that's the bank. There's the gas station, that's the gas station. That's also the food mart. which is also the pharmacy, which is also the vet. Alright, I don't think there's quite a combo like that, but there's a lot of places in some of these dark corners of Michigan that sure have that kind of reputation going on, like the 4 or 5 buildings. Alright, we are entering the Tequamanon Falls State Park line. Upper Falls, Lower Falls, River Mouth. Oh yeah, I forgot the River Mouth. But I'm supposed to be hitting Whitefish Point. Hopefully you can still record as I go to my map. Should be still going because it's in the background. So bear with me. Hopefully you don't hear. There's Whitefish. Okay, we're still good. We're still good. We are still good, rocking and rolling. This is just a little area right here. So I know with Whitefish Point, getting to it, it's like 15 miles north of like the cutoff that you take going left. Go to Tequamanon Falls. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's raining to the west. I really hope I get service so that I can see how much rain is there. I might have to just go to like Grand Marais first. It all depends on when the rain's coming and how big it is. So if it's not very big or big enough where it's going to rain for a good minute, instead of just waiting around at Tequamanon Falls, I might have to just say screw it, go to Grand Marais first, and then come back to Tequamanon Falls, which then will definitely put the Itchy Kitchy Tippy Lake out of, won't be able to do. Well, it all depends on what time. If I get done with my last stop at like 3, I think it was like, oh, this is a cool little area right here. Oh, I know exactly where we are. I have it with us now. I remember this because that's AKA the river mouth, like it said, river mouth back there, 2 miles. Then there's Lake Superior on the right that you can't see, but it is just, it's not smooth, but it's not like shipwrecking waves. It's just like muffled. It's like a good sound wave just went across it, and just little ripples, but not like super crazy. Nice and blue, and I'm sure very cold because I believe it's the deepest freshwater lake maybe in the world. Alright, continuing on, and of course we've got another person on the ass. I'm only going 2 over. I'm not in a huge rush because I need to figure out what this rain's doing. I need to figure out if the rain's going to hover or if it's going to pass. If it's going to hover, then I got to move on. I could do tomorrow's action today. Well, no, because tomorrow, yeah, no, I can't split the days up. Dude, if you want to go around me, go around me. But if you're going to be that close to me, then you might as well shine my bumper. You going to do it? Yeah, there you go. You better hurry up and punch it, because here's a car coming. I am not fluctuating my speed for you. There you go. You're a good boy. You put the pedal to the metal and you go vroom. All right. What are we at here? We're at 35 minutes. 35 minutes. We'll go a few more minutes. And then we'll, no. And now he's going to barely go what I'm going. So now, like, I'm on his butt. Because he's going to slow down. Like, what's the point of passing someone if you're not going to pass them and get ahead of them? Like, really, what's the point? What is the point? Oh, now he's moving. But, man, for a minute there, I thought it was going to be one of those guys. They get ahead of you, and then they just don't go anywhere. And it's like, really? Not pass. Feel like we're getting in it. Oh, yeah, we go. This must be paradise, I think. Yep, paradise. Entering paradise. Yeah, this is where I think, if I'm correct, the turnoff for Tequamanon Falls is up here. But we keep going straight. It's like at a corner. Yo, dude, it's 45. We're going 35. Now I'm going to be like you. Get on your ass. Surprised it's not down to 35, though. Alright. Moving through paradise. I don't know if I would exactly call this paradise, but it's called paradise. I don't know if I would want to live on this paradise section of the Michigan UP, aka Upper Peninsula. Yeah, I looked at staying actually here, and none of these motels were open. And, no, I believe that place was open. There was something else that was open. But, they wanted like almost 200 a night. And I was like, no, thank you. There we go. There's the open place right there. Oh man, they added a lot of stuff up here. There's that food mart, a couple food trucks. Right there's the turn for Tequamanon. But we're going straight. Shouldn't be too much longer, then I'll be at Whitefish. I still got, man, I gotta figure out what's going on with the weather. Tree on the side of the road. Down. We got one down. Alright. If I do remember correctly, it's not that long after Paradise. Then you get to Whitefish Point. Like I said, I think it's like 10 minutes at the most. But looking at where we are on the clock, I think we're just going to do it at that, of what my plan is for today and what I went through yesterday. And I think this was a good talk. This was a good, that exciting dude, or quote unquote TED Talk. Unofficial. Gotta be careful what you say. Don't want to get copyrighted. Ooh, you said he was TED Talk. No, I'm not TED Talk. TED Talk Unofficial. That exciting dude. It's that exciting dude. goes down to Ted. T.E.D. Yeah. That exciting dude talk. That's what we're going to call it. That exciting dude talk. That way I don't even have the word Ted in it. So it can't get confused with anything. So alright, that was we're going to wrap up this show as I am hitting beaches and looking at the water of Lake Superior, heading to Whitefish Point. This is That Exciting Dude. You know what to do. Hit the like, share. I think it's heart buttons on a lot of the programs. I really don't know for sure. Well, I know it is for Spotify. Hit the heart. Share the link on your social medias. Let's get more people listening. I only get like one or two. But I enjoy doing this. I try to bring some little flair to this every time. As it's almost like a vlog, but a voicey vlog without the video. So it's like an audio biography of what's going on now in That Exciting Dude's life. I guess that's the best way you can put it. That's the best way you can put it. Alright, this is That Exciting Dude, and peace. You know what time it is. Alright, That Exciting Dude. See you next week.